This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. We hope you're enjoying your Labor Day holiday, and we do have some news tonight. Bangor police have arrested a man for an alleged shooting yesterday afternoon in Capehart. According to Bangor PD, 30-year-old Toman Caudle of Bangor allegedly fired a round from a handgun and then pointed that gun at another man. Dispatch got the call at around 4 p.m. Callers gave a description of the suspect's clothing as well as a female who was with him. Officers located Caudle and the female where the callers said they would be. Police say a firearm was recovered at the scene and Caudle was found to be in possession of illegal drugs. He was taken to Penobscot County Jail and charged with possession of a firearm by a felon, aggravated reckless conduct, criminal threatening, and unlawful possession of scheduled drugs. No one was injured and the situation remains under investigation. Well, doctors at Reddington Fairview General Hospital in Skowhegan and Maine Health in Portland are taking a deeper look into PFAS and the impact those chemicals have on one's health. Dr. Rachel Criswell says studies have shown the forever chemicals have been linked to several health issues such as cancer, high cholesterol, and liver and thyroid disruptions. Criswell and other medical staff are looking for residents in central Maine whose wells have been tested by the DEP to participate in one of this month's upcoming town hall meetings.
We're looking for anyone who has had their well tested, whether you have high levels of PFAS or not, because we want to compare people who have high levels and low levels. In addition, we hope that this will form the basis for answering future questions about PFAS and health concerns.
Residents in Kennebec, Waldo, and Somerset counties that have had their wells tested by the DEP are encouraged to participate in one of the meetings listed right there on your screen. There is absolutely no cost to participating. Criswell says these meetings are a chance for medical professionals to look into the exposure of PFAS and the impact it has had on people's physical and mental health. Well, switching gears now, Washington was the first state to legalize human composting back in 2019. Now, Maine is looking to join Washington and a handful of other states in allowing this natural organic reduction as a death care practice. Our Jody Hersey has more.
And I would love to be composted when I die.
Stephen Weems of Brunswick is in favor of human composting, also known as natural organic reduction. He believes this option is a gentler, more environmentally friendly way of passing from life to death, especially when he reflects back on his college years working at Mount Auburn Cemetery in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
And they had 2 crematoriums. And there were days when there were 3 to 4 cremations there, and it was like a factory, and it also polluted the area. So I'm much more in favor of something more organic and natural.
Death doula Molly Bones Nelson of Cornish also sees the benefits of natural organic reduction.
As a doula, we always advocate for whatever the client's into, even if it's something that we're not into. You know, you just try and make it their death as best they want it.
Representative Victoria Dudera, a Democrat from Camden, introduced the bill to the Maine legislature earlier this year, where it was tabled until lawmakers reconvene in January of 2024.
You know, I'm optimistic that we can make the case that this is something that the people in Maine really would like to see. People want to have the option to make the last choice they make on this earth, which is how their body is disposed of. And they want to be able to do it in a way that resonates with them.
Natural organic reduction will be regulated by the Department of Health and Human Services. Dudera says the state will need a designated facility where these remains are put and then combined with organic materials such as sawdust and hay and heated until the remains are transformed into soil. The process takes approximately 4 to 6 weeks. Then those remains can be spread on a family's property.
It is natural and it's part of the cycle of life, and that appeals to me.
In Augusta, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife is looking for volunteers for their annual Landowner Appreciation Day cleanup. On Sunday, September 17th, volunteers will join forces with the Maine Warden Service to clean up illegally dumped trash in order to show private landowners the respect they deserve for generously allowing public access to their land. According to the IFW, each year the crew has picked up more than 1 million pounds of trash from more than 100 sites, which includes around 1,000 to 2,000 tires. To learn more, to submit your land as a potential cleanup site, or sign up to help, you can head to mefishwildlife.com/outdoor partners. Residents of Belfast were on the waterfront this Labor Day as a very special lobster answered a very important question. That lobster gave his prediction on whether or not we will have 6 more weeks of summer or an early winter. And our Grace Blanchard has his answer.
You may have heard of the famous predicting groundhog Punxsutawney Phil, but have you heard of Passy Pete?
Every Labor Day at 10 a.m., we pull a lobster from Passagassawakeg River named Pete. He comes back every year.
For the past 9 years, the residents of Belfast have relied on the predictions from Pete, the clairvoyant lobster, to determine if it will be an early winter or if summer will last a little bit longer. Much like Groundhog Day, the ceremony involves Pete choosing a scroll with a prediction that is read to the community by a team of barons and baronesses.
Their whole goal of the Belfast Barons is to bring Passy Pete forward and read the scroll.
Many of the volunteers are local Belfast business owners.
But it's really just a way to have fun and just a way to get a lot of people together and show off beautiful Belfast in the harbor.
Unfortunately, many did not receive the results they were looking for.
Soon skiers will make runs.
We're very sorry to share that he predicted an early winter this year.
But many residents say they were not surprised.
It's cold here in Maine, and you get used to it, and if you wear the right clothes, you'll be fine.
Okay. And it's beautiful.
And I imagine the prediction is always going to be cold.
Organizers say they have big plans for next Labor Day, where Pete will predict his 10th season.
There's a lot to do in Belfast no matter what the weather is, and we're just excited to host this event along with the barons and baronesses.
In Belfast, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And a tip of the cap to Passy Pete for that prediction. Alrighty, folks, well, let's go ahead and get a peek outside in the first check of our forecast, at least for the coming hours anyway.
Thank you so much. Our first weather today is brought to you by the North Ellsworth Flea Market that is now open in Ellsworth. All right, guys, what a hot looking day out there today. Temperatures in those mid 80s, but look at the coast, a lot cooler. We're talking low to mid 70s outdoors. Really good looking day. Other than that, we did see lots of sunshine outdoors, a few passing clouds here and there, but no rain in the state. Not even in the Northeast. We're actually all looking sunny today. A few passing clouds here and there. Other than that, we are good to go. It is a little bit breezy though, mainly by Bar Harbor, 9-mile-an-hour sustained wind. Here in town, pretty much at a 0. So with those hot temperatures outdoors, it really does feel like summer. Later on tonight though, we are going to have some mild temperatures overnight, back into those low to mid 60s.
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, we talked to Belfast businesses who say the wet weather this summer rained on their parade when it came to tourism. And runners pound the pavement in downtown Bangor for the 60th annual Labor Day road race. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Right now, you could save with 3.99% financing on a Tacoma 4x4. Toyota, let's go places.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Key Appliance, we hold the key to savings.
The Furniture Gallery is celebrating Labor Day. Sofas starting at $3.99. Recliners starting at $2.99. Queen mattresses also starting at $2.99. Choose from our large in-stock selection and take it home today. Like Ashley, Flexsteel, Serta, Restonic, and Nectar. So what are you waiting for? The Furniture Gallery's Labor Day sale is huge. Special financing is available. Support our main family-owned business and save money. Find your best value at the Furniture Gallery. Open 7 days a week. Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
I ran the consumer-owned utility on Swans Island, and it was a failed experiment for our community. That's why I'm so concerned about question 3. It will be a massive $13.5 billion gamble that puts politicians in control of our power. It will lead to higher energy bills, and they're not even required to have an operations plan when they take over. Mainers can't afford this costly proposal. Please vote no on question 3.
Happy Labor Day weekend from ABC 7.
Welcome back, everybody. Although Belfast is not one of the largest tourist areas in Maine, its small businesses still heavily rely on the tourist population. Several business owners in the area say tourism in Belfast has been booming over the past few years, but the immense amount of rain this summer actually drove many tourists away, impacting the Belfast tourist season.
It poses a problem. We can't manufacture people. If they're not here, we can't sell. And if we can't sell, then it makes it difficult for us to bring in new product for the next season or the following year. I just think it's a comfortable community to do business in. And I have to say that Belfast is open for business, and that's a rarity in a small community.
Well, local business owners say, unfortunately, there is always a gamble working in a tourist area, but many are hopeful next season brings lots of sunshine and also lots of customers. Now, despite the summer season coming to a close, Belfast business owners and residents say they still have a lot to offer. And there is always something exciting happening in their community. We can certainly vouch for that. Well, runners took to downtown Bangor Monday morning to kick off the 60th annual Labor Day road race. Our Matthew Jurancic has that story.
Many people have Labor Day traditions, and Bangor is no different. Runners endured the heat Monday in completing the city's annual Labor Day race.
It's such a wonderful race. People come out, you know, it's Labor Day weekend, it's a long weekend. Coming out here on a beautiful day like this year, last year it rained and it was pouring, so this year we have more racers and it's just a great day to be out.
Officials say more than 100 racers of all ages ran the race today, starting at Gagan's before ending at the Bangor Parks and Recreation Building. Robin Emery is a big reason for the increase in racers. Besides having a trophy named after herself for the top female finisher, she helped inspire women to take part in the race when she was the first to do so back in 1972.
One of the best things is now most of the field is women, half the field. In the old days, there were just 2 or 3 of us. It's just good to be recognized that I was to be the first, and to encourage other women to come in and kids and stuff, and it's great.
Some runners we spoke to say this year's course was a bit challenging, but it's support from the community that helps them cross the finish line.
That's why you do it, the adrenaline of having an event like this, which it's the reason that I run races.
It's like so much encouragement just to like pick it up a little bit and just sort of gun it for that last like quarter mile or so.
Orono native Eric McCarthy was this year's top finisher. Monday's win now makes it his 10th overall victory in 9 years in a row. He says winning awards is nice, but says he keeps coming back for more of a personal reason.
It's an honor to win awards like there's that award. There's the Ralph K. Thomas Award, who's another like hero of mine, and that's, you know, I admire people like that who really show a lot of Maine road racing character.
In Bangor, Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Nothing like a great road race, that is for sure. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the infamous giant inflatable ducks return to Belfast Harbor to the delight of both visitors and residents. And in sports, reaction from Jordan Stevens after Maine football's Week 1 game this past weekend. All that coming up.
I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event ahead.
Now get a low $299 per month lease on road.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Maine is a one-of-a-kind beautiful state, and there's no better way to see it than from the air. Fletcher Mountain Aviation offers an aerial experience like no other, featuring seaplane flights where you will see the best views in Maine from the air and land on Maine's most beautiful lakes. An experience you will never forget, with views from the northern Maine woods, Moosehead Lake, and Katahdin regions. Come fly and see our beautiful state from the sky with Fletcher Mountain Aviation. Visit our website here or scan the QR code to book your flight today.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Here's your chance to win a VIP trip to Times Square and $1 million live on national television. Enter Maine Lottery's first Millionaire of the Year promotion today, and you and a guest could win an exciting trip to New York City and appear on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Don't miss your chance to become the next Powerball First Millionaire of the Year. The countdown is on. There's a million reasons to play. So get your Powerball ticket and enter for a chance to win.
You found the one. Peaks Hill Lodge in Denham. Beautiful outdoor and indoor weddings and events in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. Dance the night away on our 1,100 square foot dance floor. Full service catering and cash bar. Peaks Hill Lodge. Contact us to schedule a tour and book your wedding today.
I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event ahead.
Now get a low $299 per month lease on road.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Person, place, or thing.
Is this thing a quadruped?
I don't even know what that means. Premiere September 11th.
Coming weekdays at 10 on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Happy Labor Day. Let's start with some big news. The Patriots, they play some football this week. We are just 6 days away from kickoff in Foxborough for Week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles. The game starts at 4:30, but beforehand, it is Tom Brady Day, where the organization will be honoring the GOAT, number 12, who brought us 6 Super Bowls, 20-plus years of dominance. We don't know the full details of the ceremony yet. I imagine there will be some kind of number retirement, and Tom will speak and address the crowd at Gillette. Earlier on Monday, Bill Belichick sounding off on what the Brady years meant to him and the Pats.
You know, Tom's been so much to, you know, this team, this organization, me personally. It's been, it was a tremendous experience to be able to coach him and for us to, you know, share the things that we share together and our player-coach relationship. And certainly recognizing him for all of his great achievements here is more than appropriate.
Now for the team this year, Bill must have been in a good mood today. His praise didn't end at Tom Brady. When asked about the current head of the offense, Mac Jones, Belichick says Mac had a great offseason ahead of Week 1, which is a good sign considering what the offense looked like just a year ago in camp.
Comes to work every day, comes in early, stays late, works hard, understands the offense, how it works, how to get his teammates involved, how to help them be productive. So he's had a really good, good stretch here in training camp and had a good spring to, propel himself into this time period.
Yeah, much different conversation this year surrounding Mac Jones and the offense after training camp. Let's stay with some football now. Maine football opening their season this past Saturday with a very great showing in a 14-12 loss against Florida International University, an FBS school. The Black Bears had a few big storylines in their Week 1 game. I'll start with the defense. The Black Hole allowed just 13 rushing yards to a backfield that had 178 a week ago. On top of that run D, they forced 3 turnovers, 1 interception in the end zone from Shakur Smalls, and they shut the Panthers out in the second half. On the weekly teleconference this morning, here were Coach Jordan Stevens' comments on the defense's performance.
We're able to get off the field on third down. A number of critical third downs we were able to get off the field. We were, I think they went for on fourth down 3 times. I think we were 100% on fourth down. Really just happy with that, how that group responded and how they've come together.
Another bright spot for Maine was freshman running back Tristan Keenan, a true freshman, being named the CAA Football Rookie of the Week on Monday for his performance that included 24 carries for 108 yards and a score. That's the most rushing yards by a Maine true freshman in 5 seasons. And here's his coach on what he thought of the kid's performance.
Tristan's really just been impressed with him and how he's carried himself, as a teammate here, and since he got here in the summer and into now, and seeing his production on Saturday was great to see, and he's a guy that brings the same attitude every day. So we're really fired up about Tristan and the work he's done, and he will continue to improve.
Certainly a lot to build on. They've got a big one this coming week against North Dakota State. For now, that is all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much. Our main weather today is brought to you by Key Appliance, committed to bringing you top name brand appliance at affordable prices. All right, guys, a great looking weather day out there today. Few passing clouds here and there. Other than that, we are in the clear. It really does look good, and it just feels good. It does feel hot, though. We will have a couple of passing clouds here and there the next couple of days, but we will be in the clear of any showers and thunderstorms the next few days. So things will be looking good Tuesday into Wednesday. Muggy meter, it's pretty high up there. Of course, temperatures in the 80s. It will feel a little bit sticky. Then by Wednesday morning, I should say, things will be a little better. Then starting to rise once again Thursday, Friday, and then once again into the day on Saturday. Okay, so our average high around 76 degrees. Look at these temperatures. It is really going to be hot. The next few days, we're talking near 90 degrees by Tuesday. Look at that, Wednesday into Thursday. Then we start to cool off back into those 70s, maybe hovering around 80 degrees. Other than that, we won't be seeing that heat for long. Of course, this is the time, go outdoors, enjoy the water, as the water temperatures are still in the 60s, even a couple of 70s popping up there. So really does look really good. Down south, of course, Florida area, South Carolina, we're talking 80s as water temperatures are well above average for what they should be for this time of year. Wind speed wise, though, not too bad here in town. The coast, a little light breeze in Bar Harbor into Rockland. Other than that, we're at a solid, I should say, 5 to 10 mile per hour sustained wind. Tonight, we are looking at mid 60s outside. Partly cloudy skies. Okay, so not too bad, but there will be areas of dense fog in the area. As the winds go calm, temperatures in the 60s, partly cloudy skies. It will be limited visibility into those morning hours. So I would definitely leave a little bit early to work. Definitely do not want to be speeding in dense fog, and don't have your high beams on because that just reflects it and just makes things a lot worse. Tomorrow, get ready for the heat, folks. Once again, temperatures will be in the 80s, mid to upper 80s, even close to 90 degrees. Near record high temperatures, not quite there, but we shall see. Mostly sunny skies and a light north breeze at around 5 to 10, maybe 15 miles an hour in some spots. We'll take any wind, especially with temperatures this hot. Our extended forecast outlook does show once again another hot looking day on Wednesday. Temperatures will be in those mid to upper 80s. Then on Thursday, same story. We're talking upper 80s. More chances of showers and thunderstorms. Couple lingering chances of showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two into Friday. And then we really cool off back into the 70s.
Well, those overnights are certainly going to be some much needed relief this week. Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. And there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by
Here with At Home Kitchen, Bath, and Flooring in Dover Foxcroft, we are proud to be the one-stop destination for all of your interior home renovation needs. Here you'll find our amazing kitchen design team and our flooring installers on staff and ready for you and your custom projects. We have over 50 years of combined experience, and we will work with you from start to finish, including design, demo, and cleanup. So come on down and see us and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Stop waiting. Start living your life without knee or hip pain. Connect with a Northern Light orthopedist and get back out there. Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center. How are you?
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Right now, you could save with 3.99% financing on a head-turning Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
It's a new spin on Dancing with the Stars. Coming this fall to ABC, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
The city of Bangor has a rich history. It's why the Historical Society is offering a few more of its walking tours this month to those who'd like to learn about it. Some of the nonprofit's walking tours include historic homes on Broadway, the Great Fire of 1911, and a stroll through Bangor's Mount Hope Cemetery. The Historical Society says this 300-acre cemetery is second oldest garden cemetery in the country, a location to honor the deceased while also providing a garden-like landscape for the living to enjoy.
You get a good side of life in a cemetery. You see how people all finished off and maybe get some story of what they've done during their life.
Our Mount Hope Cemetery walking tours are definitely the most popular ones we do at the Historical Society, and it's just great to be able to go through this very storied and very historic cemetery, talking about some of the history of the individuals that are here, but also talking about the symbolism.
My husband has a lot of family that was from this area in the Revolutionary War and so forth, and so we've been doing a lot of historical exploring.
Well, there are tours still available on September 5th, 7th, and 10th. Tickets are $12 each, and those interested in participating can learn more at BangorHistoricalSociety.org. And it looks like the weather will be cooperating with those tours. Here's hoping, anyway. Well, at the end of September, summer will inevitably turn to fall, and seasonal employees will be moving on. But for Acadia National Park, they will soon be taking applications for next year's staff. The park will have a variety of positions available, including law enforcement, visitor center staff, trails team member, and much more. Although a majority of the jobs available will be seasonal positions, the park hopes to have a few permanent positions in the coming months.
It's never a bad idea to always be checking our Facebook and Instagram and different types of social media, or you can be looking at our website to see what types of job announcements are open at the park right now.
Well, for more on what Acadia has to offer, you can visit their website. And finally tonight, if you've been to Belfast recently, you've probably noticed that joy has continued to spread on the waterfront. 3 years ago, the Belfast community welcomed Joy the duck, and the following year, Joy was joined by another duck named Greater Joy. Well, this year, residents were happy to see yet another join the bunch with the addition of baby joy duck, creating quite the tourist attraction on the water.
Pretty cool. It'll bring in some people to the town, you know, and just create conversation.
You mysteriously arrive and then they mysteriously leave. You don't know when they're coming, you don't know when they're leaving, and everybody's waiting for the ducks every year, and they're wonderful. The kids love them, the adults love them.
They're just so happy and joyful. Perhaps that's where they got the name. Well, according to residents, it is unknown where the ducks come from each year and who's responsible for them, but they say it has brought lots of enjoyment to the community and visitors. Many hope to see this family of ducks on the water for many summers to come, myself included. What a fantastic thing that they do in Belfast there. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your Labor Day. Maybe we'll see you right back here at 11. Good night, everybody.